In this video, we'll train our dogs how to go over a jump. To set this up, you'll need treats and a jump. You can find dog agility jumps online, or you can build one out of PVC pipe. Or you could use other materials like a broom handle or a noodle. These work really well because then your client can help to hold the jump in place. They can hold up the pool noodle or the broom handle. You can also stack these things on a stack of pillows or a stack of books. You can also hold up a hula hoop for your dog to jump through. As you set up the jump, keep in mind that your dog is going to need traction in order to go over the jump and land safely. So for that reason, carpet or grass works really well for this. Make sure your dog has enough room on either side of the jump to get a slight running start and so that they have enough room to land. You also don't want to set up the jump too high. Remember, this isn't an agility competition. We just want to focus on getting our dog to do the behavior. In a lot of our agency settings, the floor might be slippery, so we don't want our dog to jump too high because they might lose traction. We also might not have a lot of space in the agency setting, so we want to make sure our dog doesn't need a big running jump in order to get over the jump. If you're looking at your dog, you want the height of the jump to be at about the top of their front leg. Have the client help you set the jump up. This gives them a great chance to think about problem solving in terms of whether the dog has enough traction and in terms of spatial awareness, if the dog has enough room to actually do the jump. To set your dog up to be called over the jump, you want to set them up in a weight about one dog's length away from the jump. This gives them enough of a running start to get over the jump without so much room that they might go around the jump. You'll use a treat in your hand to lure your dog to come up and over the jump. Notice that I keep my hand nice and low so that Dale can see the jump. If I hold the treat too high, he'll watch the treat instead of the jump and he might run right into the jump. Also notice that I put my hand all the way up to his nose over the plane of the jump, and then I take a couple steps backwards as I call him over the jump. The next step is to use an empty hand with a finger point to lure your dog over the jump instead of using a treat. They should still get a treat after they complete the jump, you're just not using the treat as a lure anymore. To walk with your dog as they go over the jump, the first step is to go over the jump with them. You can lure them with an empty hand, but make sure there's no treat in that hand that you're using to lure your dog up over the jump. After that, you'll start going around the jump while your dog goes up and over the jump. Make sure to give them a verbal cue like jump or over, and use a hand signal, which is usually that empty hand pointing over the jump. Remember, you can always lower the jump and make it easier for your dog. Your goal for final evaluation is that you can either put your dog in a weight and then call them over the jump, or you can start on the same side and walk past the jump as your dog goes over the jump. Either way, you should not have to go over the jump anymore.